じゃあちょっとお塩はいお願いします。全力でいいですよ。で、
Hoss! This is Kouketsu, the Karate Master. This time I'd like to start off a series that will make your punches stronger. The method allows you to transfer your power from a punch to your opponent without losing it. I would like to share these specific techniques that have been scientifically proven to increase punch strength, and also the reasons as to why they are effective. If you want to increase punching power, I hope you guys use these techniques as a reference. In a previous video, I also use a method called assisted training, which instantly increases punching power. The effect is multiplied when combined with today's method. So, if you're interested, please refer to this as well. In this channel, I post videos every Friday of my past matches in the World Championship, winning 3 times in a row. So, make sure to subscribe to learn my techniques. Now, I'll explain how to strengthen your punches. The first thing I want to show you is a method to quickly determine whether you are using the correct form for punching. Now, please watch this video clip. Here we go. If you have the correct form for punching, you'll be able to withstand any pressure, even if the opponent pushes on you with both hands. I'll demonstrate here. If your punching angles are firm, your body firmly supports the punch. If your angles are off by even a bit, you'll easily get pushed backwards. But with the right angles, you can endure any pressure, even whilst talking. What's the difference in this? Even if you think you've landed a strong punch, when you're pushed backwards and to the side. If a punch is thrown here, the impact escapes backwards. Even if you use all of your strength in a punch, not all of the force is transmitted to the opponent. On the other hand, if your punching form doesn't budge here, you can use all of your force in the punch. If you ask a dojo student to try this out, everyone's like, why doesn't he budge at all? However, if you know this mechanism, even a white belt will be able to match this. Now, these are the 5 things I want you to keep in mind. Number 1, toe and knee direction. Number 2, the strongest joint angle, the elbow. Number 3, the strongest joint angle, the spine. Number 4, the form of your shoulder blades. Number 5, the most common mistakes upon impact. If you can understand these 5 points, you'll be able to increase your punch strength. You won't budge against your opponent at all. Make sure you watch till the end of the video. Let's start with the first factor. Toe and knee orientation to make most of your legs. What percentage of human muscles are the legs? A whopping 70% are in the lower body. As the saying goes, you can't master the punch without using the legs. If you don't know how to orient your toes and knees, you won't be able to use the power of your larger muscles, such as the quadriceps and glutes. For perfect toe and knee orientation, please watch this clip for explanation. It is important to keep the toes and knees of the back of the foot in line with the direction of the punch. If you open your knees and toes to the outside and bend your knees, you're headed diagonally up here. And if you turn your knees and toes to face this way, your body will face this way. If you point your toes and knees in the direction of the punch, your body moves on its own. If you keep your toes in the direction of the punch, your body follows naturally. Without this, your legs won't transfer force to your punches. So, when you are pushed into these directions, you will lose the push-off points. Align your toes and knees toward the punch. This is very important. What do you think? I forgot to explain one point in the video, but the right foot should be raised with the heel in the air. The angle of the foot depends on the attack, but when you use the power to extend your legs, try to adjust the angle of your toes so the fists move toward the target when extending your legs. All the points are super important, but this is especially important: the angle of the elbow. Now, all joints have an optimal angle for maximizing power. And for the triceps, which are used to extend the elbow, 70 degrees creates the maximum force. So you have 0 degrees to 90 degrees and slightly extended to 70 degrees, which is this one. When punching straight with the elbow extended at 70 degrees, make sure to follow through with the punch to maximize muscle strength. Some people try to keep their elbows fully extended, but avoid this as it stops from your power flowing through. We actually use this angle in our daily lives. For example, when you open the heavy door, your elbow naturally forms this angle. Our brains try to move the body as effectively as possible. There are many other scenarios where we use other maximizing joint angles in our daily activities. The third point is the angle of the spine. Just like the elbow, the spine has an optimal angle to allow the abdominals to maximize their output. The angle of the spine is 21 degrees in relation to the sacral vertebrae. It's hard to understand, no? I struggled as well, but it's pretty easy to find the angle. All you have to do is tap your stomach while exhaling. You can learn more about it in this video. Just exhale and consciously tighten your abdominal muscles to stiffen your abdominal and intercostal muscles. The optimal spine angle I'm introducing and the importance of the scapular orientation is based on this. The Dr. F books and DVDs I often introduce are based on medical evidence and are easy to understand. Dr. F also posts useful information about martial arts, strength, safety, and other topics on Twitter. So please take a look if you're interested. Now, on to the fourth important factor: the orientation of the scapula. I'm sure many of you have heard it's important to use the shoulder blades when punching. So, how do we actually use the shoulder blades? I'll make it easier for everyone to understand. When punching, the shoulder on the side of the punch should protrude forward and to the side with it. In this moment, the direction of the shoulder blade is very important in generating power. The structure of the scapula is as shown here, and the humerus is connected to it. As you can see, the humerus just sits on top of the plate of the shoulder blade. If you punch without rotating your hips, this is a diagram of the shoulder blades from above. But if you don't rotate your hips, this is what it looks like. Then you've got tendons and muscles here. The impact of the punch will be supported by these muscles, and the humerus will have to be supported by the muscles and tendons which prevent it from slipping. If the force of the punch exceeds that of the muscles, the shoulder will dislocate. When pushed with force greater than the muscle can handle, your body won't be able to support the punch. By rotating, you can orient the shoulder blades and changing the direction, The impact is cushioned by the bones, reducing the stress on your muscles and supporting the impact of your punch. If you can master up to this fourth point, you'll be able to withstand most pushes. However, the most common mistake occurs when a person who has mastered this actually punches. This is the fifth point: incorrect impact. Now, a lot of people misuse the strength techniques. If you remember this as a power angle, you can put too much force on it. And then, even if you're supposed to follow through, you won't. And instead, your power weakens because your mind is caught up on the angle instead of other essential parts. So, be aware that this is definitely a strong point, but make sure to follow through afterwards. If you can master these 5 points, you will be able to resist most pushes, and your punching power will surely increase. Please use this video as a reference. Next time, we'll be talking with the king of fighting, Mr. Masaki Maeda. When Mr. Maeda fought Alexander Karelin in his retirement match, I was a high school student, but I was shocked at the time. I had the opportunity to meet Mr. Maeda in person. He is a much bigger and gentler person than I imagined. I've been really influenced by him as a person. I'll be uploading this next Friday. The first half will be on Maeda-san's channel, so please subscribe to his channel. And look forward to next week's upload. Thank you for watching my video, and look forward to my training videos in the future. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel of Kouketsu, the world champion of Kyokushin Karate. Os!